Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another video. So let's get into it to start. Now the audio might be a bit quiet now because I'm recording at midnight and it's study week leading up to exams. Everyone's basically sleeping or trying to study. So if the audio is a bit quiet, turn up your speakers. But let's get into it. Oh, no, wrong one. Okay, Pukin. This will probably be a shorter war recap. I'm gonna say probably around 10 minutes for the simple reason the fails video will have a lot more content. So let's get into it. Let's watch the top 3 stars as usual. Pardon me, I just had dinner. Alright, so this is Dread. It's attack on a ring base. Ring bases, I think he's worked out fairly simple. I think he's worked out the funnel part. Like, I've noticed a lot of Town Hall 11s are running ring bases, and I don't see the point of it. Like, why would you run a ring base at such a high level? I've noticed a lot of people are doing it, and it's becoming more and more popular. In the CC, this was a genius idea. Giant to come out first, and then bowlers behind, and then wall breakers. Problem with the wall breakers, though, the mortar just shat all over them, so to drop more in. Gets them in, bowlers take out all of that, and the healers are on raged. So that's that whole side taken out, and as you can see, there's a giant funnel set up for the Valk. So this is a good start by Dread. Now his queen's just going to smash through the wall, finally pops in, takes out that elixir collector, and basically it's going to guarantee everything from his Valks go to the core, like every little bit. So rage, king's ability. Oh, not a rage, just the king's ability. He knew the left hand was in the CC because we had a scout. So rage in the core, yeah, rage down in the core, freeze down in the core, everything's down in the core. Warm Valks, take out Inferno, take out the Teslas, take out the Eagle Artillery, and then by the time the Inferno opens back up, boom, the Valks take it out and it doesn't do anything. Still has the Grand Warden going around doing jack shit as usual. Now watch this. This is the best part, I think, of this attack that he got. The Valks went one way and his heroes went the other. This allowed for them, like, all of them to meet up at the end, and he has still had enough Valks for where they didn't need the heroes or anything to tank. Healers are on the Valks, and he also has a healer on his queen. This is basically a win. This is like a perfect split, and in this war we had quite a few attacks with a perfect split. And you see the barracks at the top might be a bit of a problem, but this is why you always say 1 or 2 wizards, boom, drops the wizard on the barracks, and that helps tremendously. So by the time the queen and everything locks onto that lava hound, it doesn't matter, he's at 98%. Pardon me. So you got his king that's going to bang on a wall, which doesn't really do anything. Valk's going to go over to one army camp, take that out and destroy it. And then Valk's going to go over to the other army camp, take it out and destroy it. So good job, Dread. Speaking of good attacks, we had quite a funny one after this war. We had, well, not so much an attack, but the claim of an attack. We had someone, I'm not going to say who they were, but we had someone be like, oh, I'm a modder, I got banned and everything. They showed the, screenshot of the modding ban, and I'm like, what the fuck? And we're all like, yeah, we're not surprised. And then it turns out, sorry, hang on, I'll pick an attack and I'll watch it. I typically don't watch bullies, but this was like the last main attack of the war, the one that mattered, so this is why we watched it. So in this one, I think this is Dread attacking, but we had someone claim this ends up being a 3-star, he just needed a 2-star for us to win, but he ends up tripling it, so we guaranteed the win anyway. So, but the modder, he goes, I'm not going to say who it was, but they're like, oh, I'm mod and I got banned and blah, 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 blah. And then he comes on 5 minutes later. He's like, it's just a prank, it's just a prank. And Norm lost his shit. It was the funniest thing. Norm's like, no, fuck this. Norm never gets, well, Norm gets mad occasionally, but it's very rare. So I thought it was quite funny. But as you can see, funnel created. Now, I've noticed these type of bases seem to be popular at Channel 10. There seems to be very little anti-3. Like at Channel 10, they seem to always be these unique symmetrical layouts. I don't know why this is popular at Channel 10 and 11. I've got absolutely no idea, but it just seems to be. So as you can see, didn't even bring a jump. A lot of people, especially the higher up attackers, are not bringing jumps. They're just bringing rages and heals, which I think is quite interesting. Now, he bought a jump for the Town Hall compartment because he figured his Valks weren't exactly going to go there unless he did that. And then freeze on the Tesla and the Inferno and a bunch of nonsense, and this is great. Queen at the top. Ainsley just messaged me. Sorry about that. Alright, Queen at the top doing not work. King on the left, Valks at the bottom. This is another even split, and this is why it just ends up being a destruction. Now, a Town Hall 11 on a Town Hall 10 is a bully attack, but it's not as easy as a Town Hall 9 on a Town Hall 8 bully attack. As you can see, this is where it always pays off to keep 1 or 2 cleanup troops. Boom. Balloons come down, wizard help, and easy. If you can, make sure you leave, like, say you're dropping your kill squad, you drop your golem, your Valks, and whatever you have in the CC. If you don't need to drop the wizards, don't drop them. Try save at least 1, 2, possibly 3 if you can for cleanup, because as you can see, it always ends up mattering. The next attack I'm going to show is Warriorities, which he typically gets 99%. I'll show how close this one was, because it ended up being really close. It was insane. Which one? Yeah, he got 199%. And then the second one he got. Now watch the timer at the bottom, 3 minutes, and then look when he drops the first troop. Like dead on at the 3 minute mark. It was insane. So yeah, but back to the modding. So we had someone who pulled a little modding prank, and yeah, Norman went insane. It was so funny. But I don't think anyone's going to be modding anymore, because you'd be stupid to mod again, because the Supercell have basically caught on, even though Xmod were like, oh no, we released an update, they can't detect us, and Supercell's just gone ahead and banned people anyway, so clearly they can. So, I mean, people that care about modding are the high channel. I mean, there's no point in modding at channel 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You could even argue 9. The people that are going to care about the modding are the channel 10s and 11s, and you have to spend at least $100 of gems and several days worth of time. By days worth of time, I mean like 70 hours plus worth of time at least, farming and getting stuff up and getting good at the game. Like, it's not easy, so I don't see why people from now on would even try and mod it, even if it's, Supercell, not Supercell, Xmod or iMod. I think iMod's the other one. Even if Xmod and iMod claim and we're like, oh no, we fixed it all, they can't catch us, like you've just said that and they just did, so I don't think anyone's going to mod anymore. You'd be really stupid too, but I'm interested to see what clans got permabanned, because I've noticed quite a few clans would have got permabanned. Well, not clans, I shouldn't say clans, quite a few members of clans would have got permabanned, because I noticed the modding community, like modding before there was this giant update, had a giant community, and I mean the modding community was getting to the point, it was almost as big as Fair Play. As you can see, Warriority doesn't save any cleanup, which is another problem he has in this attack. This is why I say save cleanup. But as you see, this attack gets really close. But yeah, the modding community was getting just about as big as the Fair Play community, and it was insane. So yeah, I don't think anyone's going to mod anymore, which is great for the game. So hopefully I don't think I'll even need to talk about this again. I'll probably end up doing another modding video if Supercell release another giant, well, not a giant update, it was more of a bug fix with the modding bans. If Supercell release one of those, then I'll probably talk about it again, but hopefully I won't have to. So we'll show one more attack off after this, and then that will be it. So our 9s did a great job this war. Watch the Hog as well. We got so lucky in some of these attacks. Like, Hog lives on like the smallest bit of health. It was so funny. But getting back to the war, our 9s and 8s did a great job. Like, our 8s only had 2 8s, 2 7s, and I think a really rushed channel 10 and a really rushed channel 9. So our 8s did great. Our 9s did great. It was just our 10s and 11s that didn't do very well, but luckily we didn't verse that great of a clan, so it didn't end up mattering that much, and we ended up clutching it. So good job, guys, from Pukin. Great attacks. I'm not going to bash Wiz's attacks anymore, because apparently he doesn't like it. So I'll leave Wiz alone. But I think Ainsley's going to be roasting Max. I think Max will have the first 3-star ever in a fail series video. It's going to be quite interesting. I mean, even on this attack alone, it was quite interesting. We had a 99% glitch, you know, where it pops up and it's like, oh, the person got 99%, it pops up 2-star, and then you go to Warlog, it shows 3 stars. We were like, what the hell? Let me find Better Wiz attack. I'm not going to show any Channel 8 attacks for this video. There might be some next video when I do my prediction for the next war, but who knows. So yeah, this will be the last one now. This one gets insanely, well, not insanely close, I shouldn't say insanely close, it wasn't very close, but he needed his Hogs to split 50-50 at the end, and you'll see why. And they managed to do just that, split 50-50. It was insane. But anyway, let's get back to the war. So we ended up winning because basically their 9s did terrible, our 9s did great. Like, they could not 3-star 9s. I know it took them 3 tries on mine, 4 tries. On my 8.5 base, it took them, I think, 4 tries on Ainsley's base. We said he had like 8 attacks on his in the end. And these are all like 8.5 mini Channel 9 bases. They're not max 9, so enemy clan at Channel 9 struggled. Their Channel 11s did pretty well. Channel 10s, they struggled. So they had a really bad war. I don't know if they would just generally do that, or if they just happened to have a really bad war like us this war, but yeah, it was quite funny, the nonsense. This war was really back and forth, but I think most of us expected us to win. Now, as you can see, look at the middle, he doesn't even heal the Hogs in the middle after they just went over a giant bomb and the skeletons. He loses so many Hogs to that. It was just, this attack was just a giant shitstorm, but as you're going to see soon, these hogs are going to meet up at the Archer Terran Cannon at the bottom, and he's going to need exactly, just about, well, not exactly, he's going to need roughly 50% to go left, roughly 50% to go right. He gets so lucky, like, this attack was insane. If his hogs had grouped up, and he had got 50, like, say, 80% to the left and 20% to the right, this probably would have been foul, but watch it, boom, split in 50-50, and this is where it goes perfect. So, after this war, we will be doing a scrim, and then after the scrim, I don't know what's happening. I'll be upgrading my queen, I'll be doing my heroes a lot, like, as you can see, I haven't been doing my heroes, they're still 10-10, but I'll be doing my heroes a lot after exams, which finish in 2 weeks, so, yeah. What else is happening? The scrim should be interesting. I've noticed we've got a lot of Pukin members signed up. Even like our Channel 8s have signed up. We have Channel 9 signed up. We have Channel 10 signed up. We have Channel 11 signed up. So I don't think there's going to be a war from Pukin while this scrim is going on. I should be in the scrim on at least one account. Hopefully, at least I'll be on Ainsley, Taco, or Big Tick. I have all 3 signed up. So as long as I get in on one, I'll be happy. Just let me quickly get back to this hog split. Watch, there's even 2 hogs in the middle on the CC. Like, this attack was just insanely lucky, but this pretty much summed up the war. This attack, like, if you had to pick an attack that summed up the war, it was this one. It was insane. We had some that were just extremely lucky, and then some that just failed at 99%, but holy crap, it was, what a war. I mean, it was a mess of a war, but it was a good war, so who knows. Hopefully our next war goes a bit cleaner. We haven't found a match yet. No, we haven't found a match yet, so this is our list for next war. Yeah, I think I'll be doing 3 attacks this next war. I didn't do any attacks on Big Dick last war because he wasn't in the war, but he's going to be in the next one. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Sorry about the audio. It should be fixed tomorrow, but until next time, have a good day. Bye bye.